I am Stephanie Hansen, and this is Stephanie's Dish, and we are cooking with rhubarb. Rhubarb is something that many of us in the Midwest just love to cook with. It's the first sign of spring, and I'm going to make a very easy recipe. These are my rhubarb bars. In the Midwest, we say bars, our bars. We have made these for all types of gatherings, and they are a huge hit. So we spray our pan with cooking spray. That's the first step. The second step is we're gonna make a base crust that's gonna be kind of like the texture of sand, and you're gonna be like, this doesn't look right, but it is. So we've got 2 sticks of butter that I have at room temperature. We're also gonna add 2 cups of flour and 3/4 cups of powdered sugar, and then we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla, about a teaspoon and a half. And we're gonna go ahead and start this slow. Yeah. Trying not to get flour powder everywhere. By mixing the room temperature butter, I'm getting like little pea-sized bits. All right, finally we're cooking with gas. And what I'm looking for again is a texture like sand. Okay, you can see what this looks like here. And you're gonna be like, how is this gonna work? But it will. What happens when you get this all pressed in and you put it in the oven is that butter melts and incorporates the flour and the sugar, and it makes a little shortbread crust. I'm telling you, this recipe is super delicious and very easy. Even if you're not a very good baker, and I'll admit I am not, you can make this. So you can see it's set up a little bit, still not super cooked, and now we're gonna make our filling. We are gonna mix sugar, 4 eggs, and these are at room temperature. Every time I do that with eggs, I end up getting shell in my batter, so I'm gonna hedge my bets and do it in this bowl. And then we're gonna put in 3/4 cup of flour and a teaspoon of salt and vanilla. And I'm gonna pour the rhubarb that's chopped right on top of this. And then I am going to layer it right on top of the crust. All right, I'm just taking my spatula, making sure I've got everything incorporated here. I have my rhubarb, about 4 cups, cut into 1/2-inch chunks. Get all of the batter on there. All right, we've got our crust. We're gonna go ahead and put our filling on it. And I'll see you in about 45 minutes for the big reveal, right? Another delicious rhubarb recipe. You guys, this one is a complete home run. All right, I'll see you in about 45 minutes. All right, friends, I have taken our rhubarb custard bars out of the oven, and this is what they look like when they come out. So I've got our cookies that we made on a separate recipe, our rhubarb custard bars. When they set up, they are like a crispy shell on the top, but then kind of a creamy filling in the middle. And then they're on that shortbread crust. And when we cut them, they will be a little ooey, a little gooey. Whenever it's spring, I make my famous rhubarb bars, and you should too. If you feel like you want a little more decoration, you can sprinkle powdered sugar on them. I usually don't because I like to see the rhubarb. It makes me happy. But that is the recipe. You can find it at stephaniesdish.com, rhubarb custard bars. I'll put a link in the notes of the video here, and you can find this and any other rhubarb recipes at stephaniesdish.com.